It's always in the silence that people reveal themselves. Not in the noise, not when things are easy and you're smiling and your life is good, but in the moments when you're misunderstood, when people start whispering about you behind your back, or when your name gets dragged through something that doesn't even resemble who you are. And that's when you see them. The ones who disappear, the ones who stay quiet, the ones that go, oh, I don't want to get involved, I'm the middleman, as if your character and the truth are something to stay neutral about. If you've ever been on the receiving end of that silence, I want you to know that you're not crazy, you're not alone. It's funny to kind of think that when things start to go wrong, you expect your friends will be there, not just to comfort you, but to believe in you, to stay with you, to stand by your side, to speak up when people twist your words, to defend you when they know the truth. And when they don't, it stings. I can't deny that, it's one of those feelings that you don't really want to go through. But at the same time, it's good because that's when you truly find those people that are not meant for you, that were never actually by your side. You start to notice how quickly they liked your post when life was good, how fast they showed up when it made them look good to be next to you. Now that you're in a situation where standing beside you might cost them something, suddenly they're all neutral. And to be honest, neutrality is convenient. It lets other people keep their social image clean while you're just going through the storm on your own. But here's the truth that most people don't really want to admit. When someone that you care about is being hurt, misunderstood, or misrepresented, staying neutral isn't kindness, it's abandonment. And I've had friends like that. Friends who, when I was at my lowest, didn't stand by my side, who just wanted to stay neutral after hearing the whole story, who didn't really say a word when people around them started shifting the story, and they watched it happen. They still stayed friends with people that were tearing me down, and told me that they didn't really want to take any sides. But I think about it a little differently. When someone that you really care about is being hurt, you don't just stay neutral, you don't stay in the middle. I think silence in moments like that is not really neutral, it's complicit. And people who choose their own comfort is just self-preservation. And I think it took me a really long time to accept this. Not everyone who walks with you is meant to finish the journey beside you. Some people were just there for a season, for a version of you that smiled more, struggled less, and just didn't need much from them. But when your story required a little more depth, when it got messy and just complicated, they chose distance. They chose silence. They chose protecting their own image over protecting you. And to be honest, that really sucks. You really trusted them. You really kind of had this belief or faith in them, thinking that they'll be by your side when things go south, right? But they didn't. They ended up not really wanting to be involved, even after seeing me hurt and struggling. And that's okay. Their silence made room for people that weren't really afraid to stand in the fire with me. And it really helped me to see their true colors, you know what I mean? And so I wasn't really confused anymore. I didn't really have to doubt, and it was okay. I didn't really make any room for someone that, stayed in touch but never checked in. I didn't make room for people that don't want to get involved in drama but watch you get hurt. But I made room for people who say, I know you, I know your heart, and I don't need the full story to stand by you. You're not asking for too much. You're just finally seeing who was never willing to give enough. So you don't have to keep on fighting for those people who wouldn't raise their voice for you. Just let go of the idea that loyalty means staying connected to people who only showed up when it served them. I think friendship, or real friendship, really shows up in the dark. It defends when you're not around. It doesn't flinch when things get complicated, and it doesn't stay neutral when you're hurting. I used to take it personally, questioning myself, maybe I'm expecting too much. But now I see it very clearly. They're just absent, and absence in those moments speaks louder than any words ever could. If they don't speak when you're being torn apart, they're not your people, and that's okay. Because the friends who do matter, the ones who stay, the ones who stand up for you, the ones who speak up, they remind you that you were never asking for too much. You were just asking the wrong people. You don't need an army, you just need a few real ones. The ones who don't weigh their loyalty against their image. The ones who are louder in your defense than they are in your praise. So friends who only show up when it's convenient for them, they're not really your friends. I mean, the real ones don't really need an explanation from you all the time. You gotta realize that silence is also a response, and it speaks volumes, and you should be able to recognize that message. Thanks for watching. My voice is kind of gone because I think the difference in the temperature is kind of messing me up right now. I'll be back with a full voice next time. I really appreciate you guys. I'm thankful that I have this community. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.